Hello traders, and welcome to a businesswithtrading.com's Emini Trading Recap for Tuesday the 9th of December. And today was a great day in the markets. You can see we had a large gap down, which was actually pretty interesting. And then the market pretty much went sideways the entire morning. We did have a couple nice trades, and we were able to pull 6.25 points out of the market. So very, very good day today. And it just, I talk a lot about being consistent and, adding that consistency to your trading and how much stress it alleviates. Knowing that your system is set up, that your trading methodology is set up in a way that provides that consistency. So you know that when you do take a trading loss, you're going to have a lot of cushion, so it's not going to be the end of the world. Whereas when I was struggling as a trader, when I was brand new, I remember those days like they were yesterday, even though they were awful, awful days. I learned a lot. And, that's really important in trading. But nowadays, we don't have to rely on that trial and error that I had to do when I first got into trading. When I first got into trading, I didn't have websites I could go to and other traders I could actually converse with. It was basically like I knew other people were doing it, I just didn't know them or have access to them. And therefore, it was basically a trial and error type of thing. Battle of attrition basically. Nowadays, we have websites, I have this YouTube forum I get to talk and share my days with, and from the feedback I get, people enjoy it. So if you have any questions, comments, or a direction you would like me to take, feel free to send me out an email or give me a call, or however you like to communicate. But anyway, let's get into what we did today. We did end up with 6.25 points, which was actually really, really good. Especially a day that kind of went sideways like this. I mean, you could pick it apart and say, well, 6.25 points, that's just crap. Why didn't you make more? Should have made more trades. That's kind of like the loser way of talking. I don't want to get on anyone's nerves or anything, but I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, there's red and there's blue. You can say that the color red is green as much as you want, but if it's red, it's red. And I think that's one way our society has kind of gone. If somebody says the red is green, someone else says, oh, okay, well, that's your perspective. Instead of saying, no, you're wrong, it's red, because that's what it is. There's a difference between stuff like that. I feel myself getting off on a tangent. I could talk for hours and hours and hours. Anyway, let's get into what we did, and then we'll talk a little bit more about things. The market opened here, kind of chopped around. It did come down. This once was very weak, and it actually bought up. Very interesting. Chopped around a little bit. Over here, we actually got long up here. And we were able to ride that up and take profits up in this region. So we got long down here, and we got out up here. So pretty nice trade, quick trade. Market kind of chopped around a little bit, started going lower. We were long from right here. And we were able to take profits up in this region here. So another decent trade. Yeah, the market did come back down. We were kind of watching things, kind of wanted to get long up here, but didn't really feel like it was the right time. Looking for a little bit lower for the market to come. That did not happen. And then it just took off from there. It is what it is. I didn't really want to make a trade after I saw that. It looked like a decent short, but it also looked like that it was going to go higher afterwards. In the trading room, I gave my thoughts. I projected a target up in here, and if we actually go to the rest of the day, interestingly enough, it came right up. And every day that I do close the trading room around that 12 o'clock time period, I always give my thoughts and what I'm looking at for the market. Not every day I have a clarification, like I think this is going to happen. Today I felt pretty bullish after all this sideways crap that the market did. It looked like it was going to go higher, and it did. Am I right all the time? No, I'm not, because trading is not about being right. That's where a lot of people go wrong, I think, is the need to be right. And we learned that in our society, in school. Oh, you were right, you get a star, or you're right, you get to lead the class to lunch, or you did a really good job, you recovered that fumble. You're playing football, hypothetically. Or you answered the question correctly. You get a longer recess period. Whatever it is. Our reward system is based on being right, and that's what we focus on. You take a test. What did I do right? It's not what can I improve on that I got wrong. It's what did you do right. So our society is a little bit skewed, and maybe that has something to do with the way it's going downhill right now. But that's a topic for another time. I don't want to get political here, because that's not what I do, and that really has nothing to do with trading. Maybe a little bit, but day trading, that has nothing to do with trading. So anyway, wanted to talk about a little bit. The need to be right really doesn't matter. I think the market's going to do this. Okay, great. How are you going to trade it? And that's what I teach. That's what I look at, and that's what I try to do. If the market does this, I'm going to trade it like this. If the market does that, I'm going to trade it like that. If the market doesn't do any of those things, I'm just going to watch it. That's what I look for. We made 2 trades today between the 9:30 open, and we closed the room around 11:50, 11:53, something like that. So between 11:50, we're going to round down, between 11:50 and 9:30, we made 2 trades. That's not a lot. And I say that to impress upon you that it's not always about being right. It's not always about high volume. And it's the easy approach. How do you make money in the market? Making money isn't sexy. That's what people want. They want the new strategies. I have a better strategy than this guy. Strategy, blah blah blah. Trading is not about having a trading strategy. I could take my method of trading, give it to 50 people, and out of those 50 people, I bet you that over half of them will find a way to lose money. That's just the way the trading is. That's the way the world is. If you pick 50 professionals, it'll be different. But 50 people that got into trading, they're struggling, they're having a difficult time, because that's usually the type of trader that wants to seek out help and seek out a strategy. And that just goes along with the majority of traders are going to fail. The majority of you guys watching this video are not going to be around a year from now. That's just the way that trading is. And that's one reason that really made me want to start this website was, I could help some people. I could, teach them a little bit about what I know. I don't know everything, but, I can get some of my ideas out and hopefully help some people, and I have. I'm not someone who advertises a lot. I don't really care. But those that I do help, it's really awesome. But anyway, hopefully, I'm getting off on another tangent. Hopefully, what I talked about today made sense. The need to be right is something that a lot of people do talk about. But I don't think they really talk about it in the right manner, the right context, the right time frame. You know, um, most of trading is psychological, and because of that, you kind of have to look at that on a deep level. And everyone's different. You can look at it as, it's important to look at it as a case by case basis, but you can also look at psychology on the broader spectrum as well, because we all have the same brains, we all have the same things in our brain, we all have the same makeup of a brain. So you can look at it like that, but also on a case by case basis. And I think a lot of the psychology out there is, they kind of teach the wrong things. Even our schools, psychology programs, you have to go through stuff that isn't really right. It is what it is. But anyway, hopefully you got something out of the video. You can always leave comments below. Thanks for watching. Have an excellent, excellent night, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.